So one of TypeScript's core principles is focusing on type checking the shapes of the values that you create. So far, what we've done when we've defined our types on variables is we've defined them together, which means that we haven't seen an easy way for us to be able to share types between our functions and our variables. And in this video, we're going to learn about interfaces, which is a way that we can give a name to the types that we're defining. So I'm going to define an interface. So let's say we've got a user. So we would type interface user and then open some curly brackets. And you can think that we're defining an object here. So if we use the same properties we had before, we have a name, which is a string. We have an age, which is a number. We have a loves ice cream, which is a Boolean. And now instead of defining this object directly in line in our functions or against our variables everywhere we use it, we now have this user interface, which we can apply everywhere we need it to make sure that we've got a shared contract between the different modules within our code. So if I were to use this interface with a function, for example, const get user name, it would be very similar to how you would use one of the basic types we've already learned about. So we get a user, which is of type user. And it's convention that interfaces and types generally start with an uppercase letter there. So then now that we've typed our user correctly, we can return user dot name. That's the basics of interfaces. In the next video, we're going to learn about how to use interfaces together with our React components.